today is Labor Day, so I have the day off from work, and so I'm currently doing the artist way. Like, I'm going through the process. Like, it's 12 weeks. Each week we focus on a different just like aspect and area to like unblock in your life, and really like recovering from these different aspects of things. And this week is recovering a sense of integrity. And what we're focusing on this week is really like going inward and paying attention to your thoughts and your ideas, and not having a lot of cloudiness from noise outside of ourselves. So one of the challenges for this week, and this is one that she told us, like, do not skip this, is to take a deprivation from just consumption. So the book was written like a while ago, so like social media didn't exist, but based on the general sense of what she's saying, like social media would totally be included in this. And it's basically like, no TV, no radio, no talk radio, no reading. So in this, again, like modern day, that would include like social media and like consuming social media, no TV, no podcasts. Like, that would kind of be the equivalent of like talk radio. So this week is going to be very interesting. And I've been getting a call to spend time in silence. Like, it came to me last month, like before I was about to write my newsletter. And it came to me that the month of September is to really focus on being in silence and being in solitude, and really being with myself and with my thoughts, and really being able to identify what is mine, identify my beliefs and my thoughts on things without having noise externally outside of me. So it's just another example of like a beautiful synchronicity of getting this kind of call about, okay, that, you need to spend time being in silence. And then now I read my chapter for the week, because I do it on Sundays. So I read it yesterday, and I'm like, this is just so timely, like that this is how we're starting things off, by taking this break from the noise. And honestly, I think this is a good time to really do it. And it's crazy because, like, as I was reading it, I literally could hear my ego talking, trying to like convince me of, oh, well, you could still read the such and such and such, or, oh, this is going to be hard, and this and that, like all these things it's trying to throw at me to try to convince me that I can't do this. And it was just really interesting to like bear witness to it happening, because I could literally feel and hear myself trying to talk myself out of doing this, as though I can't do this, as though I'm not able to have control over my actions and my behavior. This is such a good example that we are in control of our realities, and we are in control of our lives. We have the power and have the autonomy to be able to do what it is that we say we want to do. Like, is it going to be hard? Yeah. And it's like, it doesn't mean that something is going to necessarily be easy, but it doesn't mean that it's impossible. Like, this is totally something that I can do, but it is going to be challenging, because what it requires and what it forces you to do now is to spend time in other ways, really connecting with yourself, or really doing things that you probably had on your list to do. Like, I have this desk tray, rolling tray thing in my room next to my desk, that just has all this stuff in it. And like, I've been wanting to go through it and been saying like I want to go through it, and I just haven't done it. Now it's like I really don't have an excuse, because I have the time if I'm not filling my time up with these other things. So that's something that I want to tackle today. I want to go through the stuff and just start like throwing things away and clearing and making space. It gives me time to like explore some other like hobbies and things that are interesting to me, like drawing. I was totally into drawing when I was a kid, and then it was one of those things I really convinced myself I wasn't good at it, because that's just how I felt about myself. I really did not feel good about myself or feel good in my skin about anything. So I didn't believe in anything that I did, and I didn't think that anything that I did was good. So I stopped doing it, and it's come back up for me. Like, it's been a thing, especially as I've been doing these exercises where we're talking about like hobbies and things that you used to enjoy, and like drawing always comes up, like always. And I believe that that's a nudge, like it's something that I'm supposed to explore again. And really just like releasing expectations of what's going to come from it. I don't have any expectations with it. I'm not going into it thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to start drawing and now become a drawer. Like I really don't know. It's just something that I know I used to like doing, and it's something I'm feeling called toward doing again. So I want to spend time with that and time doing that. And I feel excited about that, and really challenging myself to disconnect in a different kind of way. Um, yeah, so that's what today is gonna be. I'm gonna really, really just be with myself. I'm sitting on the couch now. It's like a cloud just came over, so I guess it's supposed to rain, and I'm actually like excited about that, to have maybe just like a little rainy day just on the couch, just like looking out and like watching the rain and just allowing my thoughts to go where my thoughts are going to go. And all of this is really synonymous with living in purpose, because an aspect of living in purpose is being. It's like being in the essence and element of yourself. And in that time, you are able to hear just a little bit more clearly, because you're kind of, again, you're like, you're filtering out a lot of the noise, a lot of the things that we're consuming. Like, again, we consume so much information in like a day. There's so much stuff coming at us. And I think this is a really good practice just to do from time to time. And it doesn't even need to be a whole week, even if it's just for a day, to just block out some of that noise so that you could just get some clarity. And I'm feeling like that's something that I'm needing right now, is just some clarity around things. There's been some things that have been like coming up. I don't know, this is Yodes. There are some things that have been coming up for me that honestly I really just need clarity around. They're like different concepts, different things, and it's kind of like, it's kind of scattered, and I'm feeling like I'm having a hard time like gelling it all together. So I know that this is just perfect timing to really just be in practice of being with myself and being with my thoughts, and really allowing myself to gel some things together, and like really ruminate on some things without any external factors or any external influence coming in. So I think that this is a really, really important practice, and it's something that I'm feeling called toward doing and incorporating more. And I don't know what or how that looks like. I don't know if that's a week every month or if it's like a day every month. Like, I don't know. We'll see where I'm led with it. But I know that this is something that is going to be really detrimental to my growth on my spiritual journey. And I'm really glad that it presented itself to me in the way that it presented itself. And again, living in purpose is really like, it's answering the call. It's like listening to things like this thing that came through, like silence and being with yourself, and like deciding to do that. Like, even before I read that this week was supposed to be a media deprivation week, I already knew going into September that spending time being in silence was something that was going to intentionally focus on. So it looked different for me in my mind. Like for me originally it was going to be more spending time in meditation, like really, really prioritizing that. And that is still going to be something that's going to be big because I love being in meditation, and I love the experience of being one with source in that time and in that moment. But I love that God provided me with a little bit deeper of a practice by really being like, no, you need to detox. Let's detox from all of this, starting off the month like with this detox before you then go into the rest of it. So I think this is just a good way to like set up the rest of the month and everything else that's going to come. And I just really encourage you to explore doing something like this every so often. Like it really is valuable to do this, to take breaks from everything that's just coming at us. So yeah. Okay. I'm going to go have breakfast. I made overnight oats. I feel like I put too much liquid though. That I was feeling like that yesterday after I like poured it and everything. I was feeling like this is too much milk. So we're about to see. I'm about to go get them and yeah. Hey. Ah! Oh my God. Okay, so it's day 2 of cutting out all the media things. Today is feeling a little bit better, but I know it's because like I have work. So work is filling up time because I have things obviously to do for that. And so it's not feeling super hard yet, but I'm sure as the day progresses, it's one of those things that's like, okay, well, what am I going to do with my time? I did do this. I said I was going to do this yesterday, but then I ended up sleeping, but I did end up doing this. I have this little thing like next to my desk and I just like organized it. There was all of this stuff here and I went through like all these papers and everything and really just like cleaned up and just made space. So I'm feeling good about that. So that's done. Because that was one task that I really wanted to finish. So I'm glad that that is done. But I think later on today, I'm going to spend some time video editing. I really want to play around with it. And it's something that's been on me for the last maybe like week and a half or so. So I think just divine timing wise, that's part of why this challenge came up, because I really do need to spend some time just exploring like myself creatively in that outlet. So I'm excited about that. It's 1 o'clock now. I have an appointment to get my eyebrows laminated at 2:30, so I'm gonna leave in like an hour to go and do that, and I'm excited because it just makes life so much easier. So I'll show you guys what that looks like when I get done, but I just wanted to check in and affirm that I did do the thing that I said I wanted to do, which was this tray over here. All right, later. I wish I could put this on something. So I'm just looking at my brows. I just got them laminated. Ugh. So I can't get them wet for 2 days. And don't mind my nails. I'm getting them done. God. When am I getting my nails? Next week. I don't even know how I'm going to survive. Like, they all want to pop off. I just need them to hold on just a couple more days. Like, I'm hoping they don't break. Like, please, God, I am really asking you, please, to not let my nails break. I want them. I'm trying to retain the length. You see this one? She's doing a thing. This hand, though, look, see, 2 of these came off. So this hand already, it's, God, it's a thing. So I'm getting there. So this whole like no media thing is really a thing. How I'm feeling now You know, earlier wasn't as bad because I had work. Like, so I had stuff to do. Like, I had things to do, whatever. And I showed y'all already, I cleared out my things. So, like, I had that. Then I had this appointment for my brows. So that took time. So, you know, now I'm back home. So it's like 5:45 now. I'm sitting here. I am actually doing some things though. Like, I'm looking, I'm on YouTube. Well, I'm on YouTube, like pulling up and finding like songs for vlogs and like adding them to my drive. So like I'm sitting here and I'm really doing that, just like listening to stuff and seeing like, or like this vibe. And I'm looking for a song in particular because I want to, well, my project for this week, since I'm gonna have this like really extra time, and part of what we're supposed to do is to explore our, like, just our creativity in new ways or in different ways. So the project, I guess, for lack of better words, that I'm going to work on this week is a video that I'm going to put together from when I went to a winery up in, it's like pretty much like in the Hamptons, like a couple weeks ago, for a friend, for their bachelorette like outing. So we went to a winery, which was really, really beautiful. And I was taking footage and all the things. So I want to put it together just in like a video. So I was looking for music for that, and I think I found it, but the site, I don't know, the site that I was using is being a little funky. So, I don't know. I just gotta find another one. But anyway, yeah. And then I think, I might take a break right now maybe, and I think I want to go cook this fish. I bought swordfish steak and I just really want to cook it. So I found a recipe online that's like a nice like garlic lemon, garlic butter, garlic butter, lemon garlic butter, whatever. Recipe, because I've never made swordfish before, so this is my first time. So I'm like, let me look up and just see how to do the things, like how long to cook it for, and like all the things. So I think I might go do that. Yeah, why not? Okay, bye. Like, I just happened to look outside and I see that the sky looks fucking beautiful, so I want to go see it closer. Trust you. Beautiful morning, the sun in the morning. Oh, it's like pink and blue. Oh, it looks so pretty. I'm forever in amazement. Ah, so beautiful. Ah. Hey guys, I feel like I am always just in my house in the living room. I swear I do stuff. Just not often. I spend a lot of time with myself, honestly, if I like really thinking about it. I spend a lot of time with myself. But anyway, so happy Wednesday. And so I got my eyebrows laminated yesterday, as you can see. I completely forgot. And when I showered last night, these babies got all wet. So I'm really hoping that they last. I mean, they look okay today. I'm just hoping that they make it and they last, because I totally forgot. I just was in all my glory in the shower and did not think about it at all. And I ended up completely not cooking yesterday because I got stuck playing around with Adobe Premiere Pro. Like I said, I had this basically a project. Like, there's a video that I wanted to work on, so I really just got lost in doing that, and I honestly was having a lot of fun, which it just felt good to have fun. And because I didn't have other things to distract me, I was really just like focused in it and was really like playing around and like discovering the different like video transitions, video effects, and like just testing things out and playing and seeing like what's there, what can I do, like the different creative ideas that I have in my mind for how I'm like seeing the visuals. So it was a lot of fun to like play around with. I actually ended up doing that for like the rest of the night yesterday. So today, I'm gonna spend some time with it a little bit later. Wednesdays are my kind of longer days because I have my school sessions on Wednesdays. So we do our live Q&A and then we go into our pods later on tonight. So today is just like a longer kind of day. So right now I'm sitting and I'm making lists because I'm going to Greece next week. Oh my gosh, I can't even believe it's next week. I just feel like I have so much stuff to do. So I'm trying to organize it so that I can feel a little less anxious about it. So I'm sitting here trying to do my list and just like listing out the things that I still need to get, listing out like what I want to pack, what I want to make sure that I bring. So that is what I am currently doing. I just got off a meeting that actually it ended a little early. We were finished in like 30 minutes, which I love a good 30-minute meeting. So got through some stuff that we needed to get through, and I got my marching orders for my action items for the stuff I have to follow up and do. So after I finish making my list, I'm gonna go into that and do some of those action items from that. Yeah, so that's where I'm at today. It's kind of interesting. The first 2 days just feel like the hardest. And I feel like I notice this anytime I'm trying to do some kind of change in my life. Like the first 2 days are just rough. Like the things that you can't do or can't have are the things that nonstop are on your mind. So yesterday was tough to get through. And I'm so glad that I ended up like going into playing around on Adobe because I had started the day really just like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm going to do with my time. Like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And then when it came to me that, Michelle, you can work on this video project that you've been talking about and haven't actually sat and done. Then it felt a lot easier because I had something to do and something to like focus and direct my energy in that was really creative, and it just felt really good to be doing. So so yesterday ended up not being as bad as I originally was anticipating. And today, I don't know, today feels kind of free flowing. Like I'm not feeling as big of an urge to like want to go on YouTube. That was the biggest thing for me. Like I wanted to go on YouTube so bad and like, watch my creators and watch the stuff that I like to watch. And today it's feeling a lot less prominent. So I'm feeling actually really I'm feeling hopeful for like what this means, and I'm kind of thinking already, how can I incorporate taking these detoxes and these breaks and really incorporate it into my life regularly. Like I think that there is value in this, in being able to unplug every so often and really just kind of clear your mind and just get clarity around what are your thoughts, what are your ideas, what are your feelings about things, because we are consuming so much information all of the time in so many ways that it's easy to be influenced by things that you're taking in. And I definitely see the value and the benefit in taking a break. And I definitely think this is something I want to incorporate just from time to time, even if it's like a weekend or something. Maybe it's like 1 week in a month. I don't know. I'll see. Like as the week progresses, I'll see how exactly I want to continue this on in my day to day. But I totally totally want to, because this experience already is allowing my mind to think and to look at things in a different kind of way. And I've been having a lot of insights, especially in my morning writing while I'm doing my morning pages. There's just a lot has just been coming up. Like, a lot is coming up. I'm processing a lot. And I really do believe that it is in large part because of the fact that I am not consuming so much. It's giving myself, it's really allowing me the space and the time to really like process my shit and really see like what's mine versus what isn't mine. So I don't know what this means. Something is like flashing on this camera. I don't know what that means. So I'm gonna check it out. All right. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update, but that's what I got goings on today. And I might step out the house. Because based on this list, I need to go to the store. So I might do that. I might do that a little bit later on today. So we'll see. We'll see how the day kind of goes and flows. But yeah, just wanted to check in. All right. Bye. I just got finished meditating. So I did not realize that actually, I'm going to keep this on. I like this. I'm going to just keep it down low. I didn't realize that the Insight app is completely free. I don't know what I thought. Like, where have I been? I just got put onto this today by a friend, and I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, this is where I need to go. And I'm like, there's another app that I'm using that I'm gonna cancel it because I think this is just gonna be better. And I'm like paying a subscription for that one. So I'm so thankful for that piece of information. But yeah, I just finished a meditation, and I just feel really just enlightened. I was having a conversation earlier, and we were talking about like our spirit guides and how they come to you, like, and how they speak to you, how we communicate and connect with source. And she's the one who told me about the Insight app, and she's like, they have really good like guided meditations to like connect with your guides. So I'm here, and I've been like, I've had really good like synchronistic conversations today. Like, it feels like every human that I've interacted with today has just been like a really beautiful exchange. And I just felt led to do the meditation now. I'm like, I want to do this right now. I literally was in the middle of like, I was on the computer doing something, and I got this ping that was just like, stop this, go do the meditation. So I just did. And it was so beautiful. Like, it was so beautiful. And I felt really connected to this particular just energy that was connecting with me. And I felt led to pull some oracle cards. So I'm kind of just exploring this realm and exploring this medium, exploring this other way to communicate with source. And the message that came through is a message that I think honestly could really resonate with a lot of people. It came through particularly about boundaries and really being aware of what you are willing to say yes to, and always checking in with yourself. Like, it's really important to check in with yourself before making commitments to things, and to give responses back that really are in alignment with how you're actually feeling and not what you think the person wants to hear. So that came through really strongly, because in doing that, you are literally like breaking ancestral patterns and breaking other ways of being that you once were. And you are literally entering a transformation phase because you are now stepping into what it is to really say yes to yourself. And saying yes to yourself is like the ultimate form of self-love. And the more you say yes to yourself, the more that your people are going to start to find you, because in the moments that you're saying yes to yourself, you are being authentic to yourself. You are being true to yourself and to your nature, and that's what you're going to be radiating. Like, that's what's coming out. So the people that are for you are going to gravitate to that energy, but they can only find you if you are saying yes to the right things and saying yes to the things that align with you. And what always comes through, there's these this card has been really like resonant lately, like a lot, like this soul family card. And I know that that's what that particular message is coming through for, about saying yes to you. Say yes to you, and the people for you are going to find their way to you. That's just like, it just is what it is. Like, that is just the thing. And these two cards about just like guidance and really trusting what's coming through, like, it's so true. Like, these little kind of taps on the shoulder that we get about things, these little kind of inner feelings, inner nudges, like, that is us being guided. That is literally like God, like, speaking through you, and like your guides and your team, like, helping you along the way. Like, you're being so divinely guided. We just have to open up and open our eyes and start to really pay attention to things and start to like piece things together. And you'll realize that you are being sent messages. Like, you are really being guided. You just have to trust it. And this card just, it keeps coming up. This is the card about, trust the niggle. And it just feels really resonant. It just feels so resonant. Like, it's so, trust is such a big thing in all of this. In like this relationship that you're building with God, like, the foundation of it is really rooted in trust, because it's like you are surrendering to it and you are trusting that you are going to be covered and you're going to be guided. It's like, just as long as, I do what it is I'm supposed to do and really follow and listen and really take time being in relationship with God, it is going to guide me. Like, yeah. So yes, so that's what I just did. So I just did a little reading for myself, and I felt inclined to share. I literally got a like ping that was like, pull out the camera. The camera was literally right here on the couch. To pull it out and to just hit record and just start talking. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I did. Yeah. All right. Well, that's all I have for now. I need to just stretch. I need to like move my body a bit. I think I'm gonna put on some music and like kind of let loose a little bit. I just need to, I don't know. I'm just feeling like a surge of energy and I need to like release it. So I'm gonna go get my dance on. Or maybe I'll go for a walk, just something. I don't know. We'll see where I end up going. All right.